So I had an opportunity to go up to Canada. I'd only live like about an hour and a half, less than 2 hours basically away from Canada. So my boys had never been up there, so I took them up there. So I mean, number one, so we could go to Toys R Us, right? But we had to go to Toy Traders. If you've ever been to Langley, BC, you got to go to Toy Traders. It's an awesome, awesome, awesome toy store. I'm going to show you kind of a little bit of what it looks like. I got video of all their awesome dioramas, as well as just a look at the Star Wars aisle and everything like that. So check it out. This is Toy Traders in Langley, BC. I know I've done a video on them before, but I did a little bit more on this one, so you might enjoy it. Check it out. So here at Toy Traders, I thought I'd take a look at the dioramas first. This is the giant Death Star, and you can see the figures inside this, all 3 3/4 inch stuff. You can see the TIE interceptors, and here we have like a little Endor area with the shield generator and some Ninja Turtles. This is like stuff that's all over the place. We have a Hoth area, Echo Base right there, some transports, and even below it we have more Rebel ships for the Echo Base and everything. Just so well done. Lots of things added in. I mean, look at all these big AT-ATs. That's a lot of money right there, really. And lots of custom stuff. And then you look up above, and there's a giant Star Destroyer up overhead. Just amazing, amazing dioramas. And it's not just the Star Wars, but here's kind of looking from up top. There's a second floor. We'll talk about that later. But you see all these X-Wings and Y-Wings flying in to tackle on those TIE interceptors. It's just such a cool looking diorama, and this is all throughout the store. Here's a look at the Endor stuff too. You can kind of see the AT-AT blowing up there, some Ewok villages, all sorts of stuff. And, you know, it'd be cooler if you could get up even closer and see it. But, I mean, here's the G.I. Joe area. Look at all this cool G.I. Joe stuff. This is all 3 3/4 inch. Joe fans, you recognize Terradrome there and the flags and everything like that. So, I mean, there's just tons and tons and tons of it, and you can see all the customization that goes into it. You gotta imagine all the money that goes into each one of these dioramas, but they're so cool. You know, every time I go there, I always want to buy something just because it's so cool to be there, and I just have a hard time finding something I want. And here's a more look at the G.I. Joe area. Just so much stuff here. So many cool dioramas. I wish I could get closer. Then we have a little He-Man area. I'm never big on He-Man, but it's cool just to kind of look at this stuff and to see how well done this is. And this is looking, they've kind of got some life-size stuff and all sorts of weapons and things like that. This is the Star Wars Lego area, or at least the, let's say, used Legos, and my kids checking it out. They were excited to go to Canada and look at toy stores. And you see all these Star Wars Legos that you could buy there. It's not just the latest stuff, but older stuff. This is looking back at the G.I. Joe area. Look at that giant, I guess that's like a Starscream there. You see the full-size Boba Fett, all these helmets and everything. It's all behind a caged area. Just a massive, cool area to check out. My boys loved looking at it. They were pointing out things all over the place. I mean, you can see like the backpack there, and Boba Fett,
Two skeletons,
Jawas, and here's some Terminator stuff and all that. It is an awesome, awesome store. If you go up to BC, you've got to go to Toy Traders and check it out. Okay. Even if you don't buy anything, it's just so cool to go look at. Yeah. We spent probably 2 hours in there. So this is the Star Wars aisle right here. And you can see like lots of different figures. Here's stuff in the cases, a little more expensive, but there's all the different eras of Star Wars here. Other than vintage. We'll get to vintage in a minute. But you can see TVC and Black Series. And over here we see like Hot Toys and Sideshow and all that awesome stuff. It's so cool to just see it all right here together. And this is a full aisle of just Star Wars stuff. So, you know, look in here, more Hot Toys, more Sideshow, premium format, things like that. When we go back to the other side, we're seeing some, those are Gentle Giant busts. My kids again. Some SH figure arts, things like that. I mean, it's hard to not find something here that you find cool. And it's kind of cool with like the Hot Toys and Sideshow to actually see it up close and not just, you know, on the websites and that. Here's some more Gentle Giant in the boxes and everything.
Be careful as we come down here.
And we go on down the aisle, you see we start to get into Black Series and TVC and more modern stuff. So we still got more Hot Toys here. Tons of it to look at. But here, Power of the Force 2, you can see some deluxe Power of the Force 2 stuff here. Saga Collection, Return of the Revenge of the Sith. All these different eras of Star Wars figures. Like, you're going to find most of it here, you know, if you're looking for something. As somebody who's a completist and has everything, it's like I can't find something that I need, but it doesn't say I haven't in the past, but usually it's a vintage item that I just haven't picked up. And you can see on the other side here, yeah, there's more minibus, but you see vehicles and play sets, all sorts of stuff from Hasbro. Over here, prices were okay. I looked at some of the prices, and there were some pretty good, decent prices for what was there. But like I said, it's a whole aisle of just Star Wars. And, you know, when you go shopping at Target and that, you don't see something like this. So this is pretty cool to go through and look at that. Here's all Black Series. Again, there's not much missing here. So there's a whole stack of the new Slave 1s. They were only about 150 American. I just almost bought one, but that's one thing I didn't have. And then we got an end cap here with more Black Series Archive and Black Series 40th Anniversary. You've seen some Ahsoka clone helmets there. Like I said, just about anything you want. You see like these large things up top. Everywhere you look, there's something cool to look at. And this is over in their superhero wall, the dioramas. You can see there's Galactus. It's the whole Marvel area. I think this is Marvel Legends scale. I could be wrong on that. Like, it's so high up, it's hard to tell everything. But I want to say, with as well as Marvel Legends has done in the last 10, 15 years, it's probably going to be Marvel Legends. But you can see all the detail that goes into all these buildings and everything that's added in. There's little Easter eggs all over the place. You may have caught the Ghostbusters sign back there. And, you know, as I'm filming it, I'm not even noticing. I'm just like, oh, it's Marvel, Marvel. And they're like, wait, there's other things here. You start to notice, oh, well, there's the Hall of Justice. Well, this is DC now. It kind of just switches. I was like, oh, okay. And, you know, I didn't look that closely. It might be mixed in. You might see Marvel with DC. I'm not totally sure, but you see all sorts of stuff. Teen Titans Tower down there. Things like that. And it's just awesome. I wish I could do dioramas like this. I wish I had room to do things like this. And again, you don't necessarily have to buy anything in the store. It's just, I spent 2 hours checking all this out. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's the Hall of Justice, you know? I didn't even realize it to begin with. Had to go back and look at that. But it's pretty amazing to just go in there and you see this kind of goes over. There's some more Playmobil, but then you can see here's some vintage stuff. So if you go up these stairs, there's this whole area of Star Wars vintage stuff. I'll show you where the entrance to this is a little bit later. But you can see lots of different things that you can get there. Last time I was there, that's where I went, and I actually got a Jabba's Dungeon for pretty cheap, actually.
Hey guys, be
you can
careful.
see here more vintage, some mini rigs and things like AT-AT. All sorts of stuff. Plus they have like the Gentle Giant Jumbos up there.
Guys.
And this is all on their second floor. Now, there's another area called the Wampa Lair, a Wampa Cave. It was closed off. You had to ask somebody to go in there. I never did, so I didn't get to check that out. So this is the entrance. You look for where all these autographs are. You find this staircase, and this goes right on up to where all the vintage stuff is. This is just kind of a view from up there looking out over the store.